Guys, they said the palace of Ooni of Ife is now going back to its original state, as in that traditional place where you don't do anyhow and go scot-free. Yes, so they said ever since Iyanifa returned back to that palace with all these diviners that came along, they said a lot have been restored, a whole lot, such that everyone is now smiling. Anything you commit, you must confess. How it will happen is something that is still strange to some people. They said Igbi almost fainted upon hearing about a particular mystery, mystic drum that is beating itself, making everyone who have committed one thing or the other to confess. Remember that Igbi have confessed how she brought that hermaphrodite inside the palace. And she did not know why she was when she was confessing, no. But the moment she finished with the confession, it became clear to her. She doesn't know what to do again, although she have confessed already. Now, we got an information that all of this thing is possible because of what Iyanifa have made Kabiyesi do, you know. They said this mystic drum, a lot of them do not know about it. But someone like Ebony is supposed to know about it now because she have been claiming to be the custodian herself. Yes, so because if she has been in this palace as long as she has been claiming, I believe she's supposed to know about this mystic drum, you know. So, but from what we are hearing, they said this mystic drum is there in the palace and it is beating itself. You know that before a drum will make noise, someone will have to be hitting the drum. But this particular one is beating itself. And it only beats itself when there is problem or when there is something strange that is happening. They said the last time that this particular drum beat itself happens to be 2015 when Kabiyesi became the king newly. That there was an atrocity going on in the palace, you know. Then they said Anayaba in the palace and another man who also lives in the palace. They are doing all this lovey thing. So most times they go to sacred places in the palace to do their krewa. And you know that things like that, the gods are not always happy with it. So when they went to that place, that sacred place to go and do krewa, they said that was when this drum started beating. And the moment the thing started beating, these people were forced by the gods to go and confess. And they were given their due punishment after everything. They said ever since then, the drum have not beaten again. Reason is because it works in line with the ancient sword and some other ancient materials like the mystic disc, the golden disc, and all those things that are stored in a secret room beyond under the main chambers. And because they work in line with the ancient sword, some elders who understand all these things very well knew that if things are normal, they will not have the opportunity to do those things they are doing in the palace. They will not have the opportunity to be flying at night. They will not have the opportunity to be bringing pigeon to manipulate some people in the palace. They will not have certain opportunities. So, and because maybe Kabiyesi is not too aware of all of this, they decided to tell Kabiyesi that, look, you need to bring out the ancient sword, bring it closer to you. You know it's a tool that you need to fight at all times, this and that. So that we are able to convince Kabiyesi to remove that ancient sword from its original place. And the moment that is done, because the ancient sword is like it is the main tool that is controlling all these other ones, they stop being active. Even the ancient sword wasn't as active as it also is ought to be, you know, because it has been removed from where the gods wanted it to be. So now, when that happened, even the mystic drum stopped beating on its own. They said the only thing that is still active there is there's a particular deity that is making noise whenever a queen is pregnant. Those ones are still active. you know. So apart from that one, they said there are other things who are supposed to be acting on its own as a traditional place, but they are not acting, and that is because of some things that have been brought into the palace and some of the things that have been altered from its original place and all of that. So but now that Iya and Ifa have let Kabiyesi know that the ancient sword need to return back to its original place. They said the moment that was done, as in the ancient sword returned back to that secret room, every other thing started being active. If you remember, there was a day they said there was serious thunder and lightning disturbing the whole palace or shaking the whole palace in a strange way. That day, they said some hoodlums went to attack Queen Naomi to collect the royal bead that was given to her by the king. And the palace was experiencing was signaled that there is something. That is because the ancient sword have been restored back to its original place. And then they said it was from that day too that this royal mystic drum started beating itself again. And when it is beating itself, if you have committed something and you think you are heart hardened, you cannot come and confess that by the time it will beat to some extent and you know that you committed something you did not confess, that it will bring you a lot of misfortune, which also includes illness, and some strange things will start happening to you because the gods will be angry with you such that they will fight you in different ways. And if you're not careful enough, you might even die because of that. So the moment they said the thing started beating, that was when Igbi came out first to come and talk about the hermaphrodite stuff that she brought into the palace out of her jealousy, because she was thinking that it will get to a point in the marriage where Kabiyesi will no longer see her. Kabiyesi will be seeing those that have children, this and that, because she doesn't have a child for Kabiyesi. So as if that is not enough, when Iyanifa talked about a white pigeon that was used to manipulate Queen Naomi out of the palace, they said shortly after that, the drum started beating itself again. And that was when Ebony came out to confess. A lot of people are saying this drum should continue beating because there are a lot to confess. Olori Two-Face have not come and confess her own. Even Oletik them, because a lot of people believe that Oletik have something to tell us. We can't wait to hear. Oh. Let this continue to beat. Oh. Let the mystic drum continue to beat so that there will be more confession. Anyway, guys, that is what you are hearing. They said the moment Igbi find out about it, Igbi felt like the ground should open so that she will enter. But it is too late because she have already confessed everything. Thanks for watching. These are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media. They shouldn't be taken as fact, okay? Unless you verify them. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.